EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check back 16, check back 16.
From the gun, here's Watson being chased out left. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
By
Yannick Ngakoue.
An 8-yard loss.
Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Abdullah to return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Bradley Roby on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the... Catch and run, 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Pass complete to
Adam Thielen.
Touchdown.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On first down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 23. Following the interception, Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy.
Throwing, Cousins. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Go, Cal, let's go, we got this.
Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Short yardage, Cousins. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
36-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll look to throw right away. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
To Dalvin Cook.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. So they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
At the 21-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. His throw caught. at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Vikings 31. Texans
so not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
QT on the return. The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Dula on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And Stills bringing it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Number 16's coming. Check one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
They run. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. SOS.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Cousins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And they will take a knee here.
Cousins on the keeper.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?